I have as many insecurities as the next person, I'm sure. We're not here to talk about things I'm insecure about. We're here to talk about the things that I'm like, yes, whoever's up there did right by me. Thank you. Hello and welcome to my living room. I feel like I don't film in here as much as I should. This room is so beautiful. I don't know if the camera is picking up much of it, but I love this room. I mean, I'm biased because I designed this room. So, big fan. And I'm so happy to have all of you here with me to chit chat. Now, this video idea came about because I did it as like just a silly, fun, short video for like TikTok, Instagram, Reels, Shorts on YouTube. And I don't know, people enjoyed it. So I was like, let's expand upon that and I'll do a YouTube video. Now, some people enjoyed it, other people got a little salty. So disclaimer, this is like jokes. This is for entertainment value. This is just for fun. It's not that serious.
I'm fascinated. What are we doing?
Oh,
what are you doing? I mean?
I never tell my mom what I'm doing. I'm just like, you'll find out when I film. Today, I'm going to talk about the 8 things that I think God did to make up for the fact that he made me blind.
Oh, yes.
You know what? I feel like especially as women, we're taught to hate ourselves. We're like literally taught to not like ourselves. If we have things about us that we do like, we're taught to not talk about it. Like, be humble. Like we can gas ourselves up. It's okay. It's more than okay to have confidence. It's good to have confidence.
We can brag.
You can brag a little bit. I was just at the Forbes 30/50 summit. Speaking of humble brag, I was just at the summit and I met this woman who wrote a book called Bragging Rights.
And her name is?
Her name is Lisa Bragg. And she wrote a book called Bragging Rights about particularly women like learning to hype yourself up a bit, like sell yourself, market yourself. And so it inspired me to sit down and do this even more. Here's the thing. I don't affiliate myself with any specific religion, but I consider myself a very spiritual person. So when I say God, I'm simply talking about a higher power, a higher energy of some sort. I am not affiliating it with any specific religion. So when I say that, just know that. God to me is simply universal energy, the universe. So I feel like the universe, God, had to make up for making you blind in certain ways. And he delivered, you know? So I'm gonna share 8 of those with you today. I've got 5 physical and 3 internal. Let's start with the physical, because you guys know I've joked on my channel, we've seen a million hair transformations. Ooh, that's my coffee machine. Don't know if you can hear it. We'll give her a moment. She can have her moment. I think she's done. Oh, she's not. She's doing her self-cleaning cycle. Mm-hmm. So you guys know I've done so many hair transformations on this channel. Speaking of the new hair, I cut it even shorter. It is like fully properly to my chin. And then I'm growing out the bangs and doing like the deep set part, swoosh up kind of vibes. And I don't know, let me know what you think of it. I feel like it's chic. It's definitely easier to deal with because bobs and bangs are both difficult on their own. So when I had both, I was like, I can't handle this. So keeping the bob, growing out the bangs, just for a change. I've had bangs for a long time. Switching it up. So I've done many a hair transformation and I always joke, so you've heard this many times, that I think God gave me good hair to make up for the fact that I'm blind. So that is number 1. Just have like very soft hair. You guys have probably heard so many hairdressers say that. My hair is so silky. It's so smooth. It never really gets frizzy. It's just like, and it's thick. She is dense. I've got a lot of hair, thick head of hair. I don't have the best hairline, but we're not here to complain, okay? Because everything I compliment myself on, I can also equally complain about. Like I got 2 cow's licks and they're pretty difficult to deal with. I don't have like the best hairline. Like up here it gets like a little sparse. But again, we're not here to complain about my hair. I'm here to praise the good parts of it. She's thick, she's soft, easy to manage. It's naturally straight. So like I didn't style it at all today. I just fast blow dried. I fast blue dried it. I blew dried. I did a quick blow dry, like not even with a smoothing brush or anything, just like, and this is how it turned out. I'm grateful for that. And you know what? A lot in my childhood, I really wanted wavy curly hair. My mom, my dad, my brother, most of my aunts, uncles, cousins, like we're a curly wavy haired family. There's like the odd person with straight hair like mine, but mostly it's curly wavy hair. And growing up, I really wanted that. And the hairdresser kept telling my mom, like, don't worry, she'll probably develop curly hair or wavy hair in puberty when her hormones change. Surprise, that didn't happen. And as beautiful as I think curly wavy hair is, and as much as I like have wished I've had that at times, I also see how much my friends and family with curly hair, like how much work it goes into making the curls, like all the plopping and the products and, you know, the curly girl method. We see it all over social media and it just takes a lot. And I'm grateful that my hair is easy because I am not good at doing hair. I am so bad at doing hair. It is the thing I am worst at. One of many things, actually. So I feel like God knew that. He was like, look, you're gonna be blind and not very good at doing your hair, so I'm gonna give it to you so simple that you really don't have to do much of anything and it'll look all right. Next up, strong nails. This I did not receive from Neve Berg. She has the thinnest, driest, most brittle nails. Don't you, Mom?
They are the weakest little nails. I don't know what happened. All the strength went into my hair.
Yeah, her hair is wild. She has the thickest hair. My nails, they're strong. They never break. If I wanted to, I could easily grow them very long, but I don't. I like short nails. And I'm just grateful I have like thick, strong nails. I don't take any of the hair, skin, nails supplements, by the way. This is just God to me, okay? He was like, you can't see, but at least you're gonna have good nails and skin. Once again, just like my hair, I have plenty of things about my skin that I could complain about, like acne, okay? I have sensitive skin, I have dehydrated skin, I have acne-prone skin. Those things aren't great, but what he did give me is smooth skin. Like my skin is just like always soft. Even when it's dry, it's like soft. I never get like, not never, sometimes I get dry scaly patches, but like usually my skin is just really soft. It's just really smooth. It's one of those comments I get a lot when I get like massages, facials from just friends or my boyfriend. Like people are always like, your skin is just so smooth and soft. And I'm just really grateful because again, acne galore, but at least it's soft and smooth. Ooh, a big one. This one's important to me. This one I have like tussled with many times in my life, but ultimately when I really think about it, I'm grateful and I think God was doing me a big favor here. Being short.
Being short. I will agree with that one.
Yes, like I'm on the extreme end of being short, okay? I'm 4'11". Had that half-inch growth spurt at the late 20s. I was 4'10" and a half for most of my life, and I'm 4'11", and I think I hit my peak. I don't think I'm going up from here. Hopefully metaphorically I am, but literally I don't think so. I have struggled with this a lot in my life. Especially as a fashion lover, it can be very difficult to find clothing that fits my frame. I have to get a lot of things altered, and like that part of it is frustrating. But the blindness side of it, like I am grateful. I am so grateful because I don't hit my head almost ever, and so many of my blind friends have so many bashes, like literal scars on their head and on their face because they're constantly bumping their head into things, tree branches, open cabinets, like this, that, and the other, you name it. Me, never. The amount of times that people are concerned I'm gonna walk into something, but then I just walk straight under it. I just clear it. I can't tell you the last time I hit my head, and I'm so grateful. I feel like that is a blessing. And it's so great when you can learn to love things about yourself that you once did not like. I made a video a couple of years ago about why I do not wear a push-up bra. And frankly, at this point, I basically don't wear a bra, period. Like you will catch me wearing a bra 20 times a year, if that. Most of the time I'm like, where's my bra? Like, cause I just don't even know the amount of times that I've shown up somewhere and I'm like wearing one of my few outfits that I do need a bra with and I don't have one cause I don't even think to pack them when I travel.
Well, it has become a trend.
Well, now it has, yes. I'm loving the free the nip.
Really, yes.
We love it. But that's one of those things, like I had to grow to learn to love and be confident in my body in that way because I grew up like wanting nothing more than to turn 18 and get a boob job. Like that was what I wanted because those were the beauty standards. And I have learned to like love and embrace the fact that that's not the body I have. And I still think that body is beautiful, but it's not my body. And that's okay. And I'm gonna learn to love the body I'm in. And now I'm like, ugh, a bra? For what? I don't care if my boobs are sitting in the right place. Let them be sideways and low.
You're such an expert on them.
Well, I still am an expert on bras. I just don't wear them. I could tell you what type of bra to get and how to size yourself, but I'm not going to do it for me. Unless I have to. I'm so picky about my bras. I don't even, like, sometimes I'll wear a bralette, but most of the time I'm not even doing that. Bare chest and shirt. That's what you're getting. And I don't care. I don't care if my boobs are sitting low, okay? It is what it is. I'm 30. Sue me, you know? But my point is, like, as I said at the beginning of the video, I feel like we're trained, especially as women, to, like, hate ourselves. And so me, like, pumping myself up and talking about how much I like these things about myself, that's okay. Like, I have learned to love these things, and it's good to love yourself.
And what does your mother do?
My mom every single day tells me how beautiful she is. Every single day, she's like, I'm gorgeous. You're so lucky you have my DNA. I'm beautiful.
Whether I am or not, I don't care. I'm just like...
We love the positive affirmations. We love the positive self-talk.
I'm training Molly in.
And it's like by me gassing myself up about these things, A, like I said, does not mean I don't still struggle with insecurities about some of these things. And B, like, doesn't mean I'm hating on people who don't have these things. Everybody's beautiful in their own way.
Being positive and strong.
Just trying to be positive here. The beeping.
It's just like music. It's background.
There's a honk.
The only reason it's so loud is that Alton is lying in the...
So you know my vibe space, the vibe zone? Elton loves to go there. I call it his refrigerator. Yeah, but Elton especially, I call it his refrigerator. So we all have to freeze in here because that door needs to be open so that he can hang out in the cool.
And Lavender. Often the two of them are out there now. They're so cute.
They're so cute. You know what? Let's pop in some cute pictures of them.
Yeah, I just took one this morning.
They're so cute.
Send it to Robin.
Anyways, I definitely get this from my mom, who I think gets it from her mom. But like, I don't really sweat. Like, I just don't really sweat.
Maybe that's not a good thing, though.
I don't care. I'm happy to not sweat. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pleased to not sweat.
Say if I'm stressed.
That's what I'm getting there. This isn't your video, Neve. We're not actually talking about you. You just keep interjecting yourself into this. Well, I interject you a little bit as well. But I only get stress and anxiety sweats. So like 2022, I sweat the whole damn year long. Okay, that was a bad sweaty year. It was unreal. And I was like, wait, do people deal with this every day? Because I do not. And like, I can't handle it. You guys know I work out pretty frequently, and I go to the gym, and none of them can get over the fact that after like a full workout for an hour with my personal trainer, weights, cardio, not a sweat. Not a sweat. They're like, how, Molly? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can go to the gym and have the toughest workout, and I do not have to shower after. I don't even have to wash the clothes. Like, that's how much I do not sweat when I work out, when it's hot. Like, I just don't really sweat. If it's like super, like really humid and really hot and I'm in the pure sun, then I'll maybe get a little bit sweaty on like my lower back or my chest. But my face, not a drop comes off this face, okay? And when it's stress sweats, it's my armpits. She is raining when it is stressful. But like on a daily basis, things that I feel like most people like sweat from, I don't. And when I do sweat, I don't smell. It's true. My sweat like doesn't really smell, which it doesn't. Sweat actually doesn't smell. What smells is the bacteria that gets under your armpits, and they eat your sweat and then they fart and poop. It's true. Look it up. That's what stinks, is the bacteria. I do different things, like I use magnesium gel and I put it under my armpits before bed. And not only is it really good for you, but it actually helps prevent the stank that does come with sweating. I use the best natural deodorant I found is the Necessaire one. But yeah, I just feel lucky that I don't have to, whenever I do have the stress sweats, I'm like, this is rough. So I'm just grateful. All right, we're done with the physical. Let's get into the internal. My memory is so good. Like, I just have a really good memory, and I feel like when you're blind and you can't see, it's great to be able to remember things, like being able to remember how to get somewhere, where to go. Like, my navigation and sense of direction is on point. My boyfriend has the least amount of his sense of direction is -50. It she's not in the room with us, okay? Like no sense of direction whatsoever.
My dad was like that.
It's so funny. My best friend Braden also has a terrible sense of direction, and him and my boyfriend were like arguing over who has the worst, and I was like, no, definitely goes to my boyfriend. But my boyfriend's always like, you're so patient with me about this, and I'm like, yeah, because my best friend Braden also has no sense of direction, and sometimes my mom has like no sense of.
I used to be really good now.
Yeah, my mom gets a little lost, so I feel like I'm just used to having people in my life with poor direction, but definitely my boyfriend takes the cake for worse sense of direction. It's actually to the point where it's comical to me. And you know what? Like, we all have our flaws, and I love him for it. It's just silly, and nobody would believe that he lucked out because I might be blind, but I have the best sense of direction.
Yeah.
I direct everybody where to go. Like, if you need navigational direction, ask me. I have got you covered. And I think, yes, part of this was a learned skill, but I do think it's just innately in me. Like, I just have a great memory, and with that comes a great sense of direction. And then kind of in that same grouping, really good spatial awareness. And this is something that not, like, some sighted people struggle with it. It's not necessarily sight related, but it is something a lot of blind people struggle with for obvious reasons. You can't see your space or yourself within space, so it can be hard to have that spatial awareness. But like I said, even a lot of sighted people that I know struggle with spatial awareness, and that is something that I have always been really good at, to the point where, like, growing up, O&M instructors, guide dog trainers would tell my parents, like, that is a talent of hers. Like, she really excels with her spatial awareness in a way that we rarely see. And I feel like all of those things go together really well. Like, having good spatial awareness, good sense of direction, and a good memory all really play well together. And that's why I feel like God was like, look, girl, it's gonna be tough, okay? I'm gonna do a lot of things to your physical health, your mental health, that's gonna be difficult. But I'm gonna try to make up for it in the ways that I can. And that, I feel like he did that for me with those skills. And another one is my cleanliness. I love being clean. I love being organized and tidy. And this is a skill that is so important as a blind person. But again, I know that not all blind people have. Like, I hear some of my blind friends talk about how they just, like, don't have this. They struggle with it, especially my blind friends who also have ADHD can really struggle with this. And I just feel very lucky that that is something that is just who I am. I love being clean and organized. My ex, who was blind, like, was not at all organized, and it, like, I saw the way it made his life as a blind person harder. And I'm just really grateful that I have such a love of being clean and organized. It's actually my current boyfriend, that's like one of the first things we bonded over, was how much we love being clean and organized. He is like one of the most clean people I know, which we love a clean, tidy man. Yeah, so just being clean and organized as a blind person is something I'm really grateful is just innately in me. It's not something I have to try or work towards or be intentional about. It's just who I am. And it's something I do for fun. Like, if I'm bored or I'm stressed, like, I enjoy reorganizing all my clothes in my closet and folding them up nicely and making sure everything's where it's meant to be, and going into my, like, yesterday I was rearranging my skincare to a new way because I, like, got rid of some products that were empty and I got some new products, so I was, like, rearranging everything to make it look nice and make sense aesthetically and just for me usability wise. So I just feel like that's a great skill to have. So there you have it. Those are all the things that I am grateful for that God took from one hand, but he put into the other, you know? It all balances out in the end. And you guys know me, like, I try my best to have a positive outlook on life and to just be grateful for what I do have, because it's easy to sit back and complain and be upset about the things that we don't have. And I have had many times in my life where I've done that. And there are, of course, days where I still have those moments where I do that. But for the most part, I try really hard to intentionally lean into finding the positives and being grateful for what I have, because a lot of the negative things, I can't change them. If there's negative things that I can change, girl, best believe I'm gonna change them so that I don't have to be complaining about them anymore. If you can't accept something, change it. And if you can't change it, accept it. That's a motto that I live by. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of this whole video. And I hope that it's inspired you to find some things to learn to love about yourself. If you currently don't love it, you know, like the way I wanted curly hair and ended up with straight hair, and now I found the positives in that. Like, learn to lean into those things and find self-love for them, or at least neutrality where you don't hate them. And again, if there's something that you don't like about yourself that's changeable, like that's in your power. You know, you don't have to live in misery. And if it isn't changeable, it's also in your power to not live in misery, to learn to lean in, to love, to accept, and to move forward and find the things that you can enjoy about yourself and your life. And I encourage all of you to do that. And you know what? Speaking of like being proud and having bragging rights and like just being open about things that you love about yourself, comment down below 2 things that you love about yourself. 1 thing physical and 1 thing internal. I just think we should all brag about ourselves a little. Right, Lisa? All right, I'm done. Until next time, you can click over here to hear about my journey with PMDD and hormonal imbalance. Speaking about God making my health journey very difficult, check that out. Or you could click over here to watch, I don't know, there was another video I recently posted. What was it? Oh, I loved this video. This was a fun video. Watch the video I posted about my vision for the future of blindness.
It's a really good one.
It's a good one. Is technology the cure for blindness? Let's talk about it. Robotic guide dogs? Let's talk about it. Sorry, Elton. Shh. Okay, love you guys.